Hi, Grace. Welcome. State your name and who you represent. And we're all friends here. You don't have to be nervous.
It's a pleasure being here. Thank you very much for it. And thank you, Senator Betancourt, for this bill. My name is Dr. Grace Warner. I'm currently before you in support of the Texas Senate Bill 1968. Basically,
Why don't you pull the microphone down so everybody can hear you?
Sorry, I didn't.
Sorry, short people problems.
I didn't see the
forget.
DR, doctor. I apologize.
It's okay.
Thank you.
So first of all, I want to thank you for the opportunity to discuss the significance of, this bill on families like myself. I'm here today with my family and a row of children in the back, patiently waiting to annoy me all the way home, I'm sure. But they've done an exceptional job, so they've earned their ice cream cone, so thank you. So my parents and I'm going to approach this from this regard. My parents and I migrated from El Salvador under the President Reagan's amnesty program. Basically because of the revolution that was going on at the time. I grew up in New York City, excuse me. And they basically registered me to, enroll me in kindergarten in a public school system. And I grew up in Queens, New York. And it was a great time and everything like that. But I was actually met with a lot of bullying, a lot of discord, a lot of different issues, a lot of discrimination at the time, mainly because I was not able to speak English, okay? And then further on, because I had a heavy accent and just for being different. But after some struggles, my parents were actually able to put me in a private school system. And it was actually a Catholic school system. And once that took place, it opened up the doors for me in a lot of different ways. And I was able to basically move forward. I started from age of 7 and moved on, graduated with honors afterwards. Basically, I became naturalized, and I felt a call in 2000 to serve. And so I joined the Navy, which is where my husband. And served the Navy. And during that time, I just basically was very grateful during the time because we served during 9/11. I got to see a lot of different things that took place. A lot of different folks got to meet a lot of different people. Basically, what I want to say about that is that without the choices that were given to my parents at the time, I would probably tell you that I would not have been able to achieve the goals that I have today. Today, I hold 2 doctorates. Okay, so it moved me forward in a big way. Similarly, SB 1968 would help other families.
Go right.
Okay.
I want to hear your.
Okay. So basically, it would incredibly benefit a lot of different families, such as mine. And my husband and I were blessed with 6 beautiful children, as I had said. 2 of my children are Abby and Brian in the back. They're actually disabled, so they have autism and are nonverbal. And a lot of the different things that have taken place during the public school system has been both positive and negative. We have Brian, who is now 24. He aged out of the system. And because of the different necessities that he has and the different things that we need to do and the extra educational things that we need to approach with him, we are unable to actually hold full-time jobs. And, it's always kind of a give and take. We have to sit there and kind of balance out our time. That being said, Brian grew up in New York City. Okay, my parents were basically allowed me to go and serve in the military while they took care of him. But coming down to Texas, he actually lost a lot of the programs that he had. And a lot of those programs were very beneficial to him. And coming down here, he lost not only his communication skills, his ability to speak, positively, the way that he was learning, and just a whole lot of different arrays of issues that kind of unfolded during that time. Having the choice to put him in a school system that we felt was better and to his benefit would have greatly reduced a lot of these issues. Now, Abby, our 10-year-old, she started here in pre-K, and she did exceptionally well in the beginning. She had wonderful teachers. Her educators were very, very, enthralled in working with her and just providing all the kinds of cares that she needed. But during that time, we were told that she needed to be rezoned. And once she was rezoned, she actually lost about 82% of her language that she had gained. And so imagine this child being 6 years old. God bless you. Imagine this child being 6 years old and finally being able to speak to some regard, and then she gets moved into a different school and it's all gone. Okay, that to us was obviously extremely painful. We've seen her, and that was her in the background just now. It has taken up until this point to actually get her to go back to the way that she was talking before. And so that's, we're talking 4 years basically of just being in this different school. That being said, it's been kind of difficult, to be able to see not just children like my daughter, but, in practice, because I'm a mental health specialist. In practice, we see a lot of different issues, a lot of different cultures, a lot of demographics. And one of the hardest hit, and I think a lot of folks before me actually spoke to a lot of these things, we have human trafficked victims, we have sexual abuse, children with sexual abuse, we have a lot of disenfranchised families, we have a lot of different issues that are holding very steadily right now, especially after this pandemic, because we know that. I think we can all agree that this has been absolutely detrimental to everything. Seeing all these different things taking place, these families are wholeheartedly affected. And so seeing it from my own point of view as a mother and as a chaplain, and then moving on and seeing this from my clients, it's very detrimental, to their health. I'm seeing all these negative effects. I'm seeing a lot of anxiety, depression, you name it, And so children would have the benefit in that regard. Always, children come first. They would have the benefit to gain, to be able to flourish and move forward the way that they are meant to. Not be held back, from something that they can possibly gain. And, obviously the children's future is what matters most. So we're looking now at whatever we feed into them today is going to be returned back to us tomorrow.
Well, I'm going to stop you right there because I really don't want to lose my train of thought right now. I really wanted to say I really don't know where to start. Thank you, to congratulate you for your successes, just the fact that you got here under probably horrific circumstances to this country, but getting 2 doctoral degrees, and taking care of your children, being pro-life. I thought about that right away, and keeping the faith. There's so many things that you have gone through that I wish each member of this committee had been here to hear your testimony, because it would have been paramount for them to be able to understand the people that are going to be impacted. But though you speak for so many who can't be here.
That's right.
And we appreciate your testimony.
Chairman.
Yes, sir. Serving your country, our country. I can go on and on. All the things that were going through my mind. It's great to have great citizens like you in our country.
Thank you,
Mr.
sir.
Chairman, I can't let this go. That she didn't even miss a breath.
I know.
She heard someone in the audience sneeze. She knew immediately it was her kid. She said, "Bless you," and kept right on going. So with Mother's Day ahead of us, it's just, it's I spoke to it on the floor today, 6 cents. But
Thank you.
You're obviously a phenomenal individual and a great mom.
Thank you very much, sir.
And thank you for your advocacy on things that are important.
Yes, sir.
And you're a good example, but you just kept right on going. Bless you, and just right on through that. So it's pretty special, obviously. So.
Doctor,
Thank you so
I want
much.
you to know one thing. I'm here with 2 senators that I've had the honor to work with. I've worked with over, let me see, last count, about 50 senators since 19. We're only 31, but the amount of senators that have come and gone,
Right.
I've been here since 91 in the Senate, 1991. And these 2 gentlemen here have hearts of gold. They really do. And I enjoy working with them. We don't agree completely on everything, but you know what? We agree in the majority of things that are important for our people of our state.
Amen.
So you being here today and your testimony is gonna weigh heavy. I can't wait to get to the floor and remind Senator Betancourt what was said here by those that are here today, because this bill will go to the floor. But I'm hoping that it not only go through the Senate, go through the House, and ends up on the governor's desk. No matter what criticism we get by groups, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. As long as, if we were here passing this bill to help one child,
Yes.
I would support it.
Amen.
Okay? One child would make a difference to me. But we're going to help a lot of children who need help. So thank you.
Mr.
Thank you,
Chairman,
sir.
if I could. Doctor, where are you from?
Originally, or?
No, just around Texas now.
Oh, here. I'm in Cyprus.
Okay, so you made the drive-in from Cypress, so thank you.
Yes, sir.
What do you think the single most important element of this bill, long-term structurally, is for the education of the children of Texas?
The benefit of providing the ability to move ahead,
Yes.
from being stuck.
Right, to get around whatever obstacle that they're in front of.
Right.
Right, I believe so too. And thanks so much for your testimony.
Thank you, sir. And thank you all very much for your time.
Thank you.
Okay.
We're grateful to you.
Thank you, sir.